Okay, we're going to be doing solving rational equations, which is like adding and subtracting and multiplying and dividing and equaling all together. It's going to start out okay and get a little ugly towards the end, but you guys can do the math. It's well within your. So you got to solve this one, and obviously you can't do fractions unless all the denominators are the same. Your lowest common denominator is going to be 24 because 4 and 24 both go into that, and 3 minus x because 3 minus x goes into that. And there's my original equation, and what I'm going to do is multiply the left side. Think of it as the left side and the right side. And this one needs to be multiplied by that, and this one needs to be multiplied by that, which is the same thing. And you'll cancel out what you want to cancel out. 24s go away here, the 3 minus x's go away here, and the 4 goes away there. So you end up with something useful. And we will simplify and get this, and we will re-simplify and get that, and we will simplify. We will get x alone, because that is our job in Algebra 2, and you will get an answer of x equals negative 45. Of course, we must check our answer, and we'll plug in negative 45 where x lives using, of course, our parentheses. And when you do the math, if you end up with an equal sign that is true, your solution is correct. So pretty straightforward. And here's one for you to practice. If you have trouble with it or do not get B as the answer, please let me know and I'll write out a solution for you. Okay, now, once again, we've got 3 pieces. You can think of this sort of as one side, but the bottom line is we need a denominator to all be the same. So the lowest common denominator is p plus 1 times p minus 1. And if you multiply every single term by p plus 1 times p minus 1, things will magically cancel out, and you'll end up with this times this, and this times this, and this times those two things. However, I went to a great deal of trouble to show you that you could multiply by a fancy form of 1 on each one of these. And if you do that, you're going to end up with the denominators will all be the same. And the numerators will be ugly, but since the denominators are all the same, you can basically, well, that's method 1, that's method 2, I didn't fix that. You can basically cross out, because the equality still holds for the numerators. And either way, whether you use method 1, pretend the box came up then, or method 2, box, you will get this ugliness, which will repeat on the next page. So we've got this, and now we need to solve it. And take a moment. How would you solve that? You're going to have to, if you remember box, that's the way to do that. But I remember several people preferred to distribute, and eat whatever you do is fine. Just you're going to do p times p squared, p times negative p times negative 5, and everything for negative 1. You do it all those times. Distributive property. You'll do that. This one you'll FOIL or box, and this one you'll FOIL box and then multiply everything times p. You'll get all that ugliness, at which point you can cancel stuff out. You simplify. You get everything like that, and then you'll get everything on one side. And then, I know it's ugly, but we need to be able to factor terms with 4. Damn it. Good morning. We need to be able to factor terms with 4 parts. Would you like to say hi to my class? All I gotta do is say hi. Tyler says hi. And factor by grouping. AP Calculus test today. You good?
I'm a firm believer in breakfast. It's a very important part of me passing this test.
I'll be back. Pause.